Hey, we are live here at the Sales Enablement Society Conference 2019. This is the coverage desk, and so throughout the day, you're going to be seeing updates. We're going to be talking to speakers. We're live here in the main area. People are getting breakfast. Convention goers just beyond us are registering. There's going to be keynotes over here, and so we're talking to some of the folks that are speaking here and dropping their wisdom on the folks that have come, and we're going to try to give that to some of you that maybe couldn't attend or that are watching on your phones while you're eating your breakfast. So Kristin Kelly and Beth Allen are my guests, and you guys are from Viewpoint, and you have a session coming up that has a very intriguing title, which I'll let you tell me, but suffice it to say that it was very interesting because it had the word chaos in it. All right, what are we talking about when it comes to chaos in sales enablement?
Well, our session is called Taming the Chaos to Focus on Growth. And so we're talking about how crazy it is on a daily basis and when trying to deal with different departments and how they all want to talk to the sales organization. So some of the programs that we've done really help pace the flow of content to our sales audience.
And so when you say that, when you say everybody wants to get to sales, what are they giving them? What are they saying, hey, pay attention to this, please? And I'm important because my department's the most important.
Absolutely. You have every department in the company wanting to reach out to sales at some point or another. There's a new field in Salesforce. We've made some changes to the terms and conditions in the contract. There's a new way to place an order, whatever. Product, of course. The product department always feels like they need to communicate directly with the sellers and give them all the information. And really, sellers need it reduced. They don't need all the information. They need what's valuable and relevant to them and their customers.
So how can a sales enablement professional manage that?
Well, we're going to be talking about a sales enablement platform and how we use the technology to create bite-sized content, to engage our audience. It's really a lot about learning best practices, communication best practices, and driving alignment across the organization to getting agreement in how. So getting those agreements in how and when we're going to communicate to the sellers.
So in your experience, how successful has that been in getting the other departments to pay attention to this concept?
Well, luckily, we've had some good success with our approaches, and so we've really gotten some good buy-in from the rest of the organization. And they want to come to us now with their content because they know that the sellers are actually going to read it or hear it or whatever.
And that's one of the things we're tracking, our sellers' engagement because of the platform. So the technology allows us to we can go back to either sales leaders or the product folks or whatever and say, hey, we can tell you exactly who has consumed that information, and then we can hold the sellers accountable and build trust in the sales enablement function.
Well, it makes a lot of sense, and for those of us who create content, you want to know your content is being watched and being used, and so if there's a way to make that efficient where you can see that salesperson's going to pay attention, it makes sense. So when I met these ladies yesterday, I was wearing a t-shirt, and it said, it had a line from that's a sort of a flip of a song by the band Cake, and so they recognized it right away, which immediately gave them all kinds of street cred, at least in our circles. So you guys like Cake?
I am a huge fan, seen them live a couple of times.
And that's a regular on our playlist when we're doing road trips. Yeah,
same here. There are times when you just have to pop in the Cake and just really turn 100%. It up loud.
Yep, loud is best.
Okay, so if you are here at the convention, make sure you go check out their session. It's a breakout session coming up later this morning. They've set up the room. It's going to be fabulous. And then if you want to talk rock and roll with them, they're down for that also.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Kristin Kelly,
Thank you very
Beth
much.
Allen, thank you for having us. We'll be back with more updates from the coverage desk here in a minute.